Financial viability. How do you think about money? Discovering and understanding what your money personalities are is key to a successful relationship. Understanding how you're going to use money, what currency you're going to use between the two of you. What is it that makes both of you feel like you're getting the most out of your relationship? Also, what does your money blueprint look like? Now, not just you, because we do show you how to deal with your own money blueprint, but did you realize there's a whole nother money blueprint when it comes to a couple and the relationship they have together? Because typically, mostly, those blueprints don't match. And so we need to figure out how we can understand the money blueprint that's going to work best between couples. Also, if you're in a business together, understanding that that business relationship is vital, and to separate the two, business and relationship, is also vital. On a side note here, let me just talk about this for just a moment. If you are a business owner out there and you want your business to thrive, one of the first and most important things you can do for your business to help it thrive is to put focus on the families in your organization. Help them to have some sort of encouragement or some sort of foundation, something like the business of marriage, to where they can be uplifted in their relationship. Because if you think that them having stress in their relationship, or even going so far as having a divorce in a relationship, doesn't affect you and your bottom line, think again. The fastest way that you can pick up your bottom line is to pick up productivity. The productivity always falls when there's stress in a relationship. So with the business of marriage, we actually help companies, corporations, we go into them and show them how they can help their employees have stronger relationships, so that therefore they get better productivity out of them. It just makes sense. Okay, going on to the next one. Sometimes I get off on tangents because I'm so passionate about it. I love this. Okay, great. One of the most important parts of a foundation is your vision and your goal. If you're in a business and you don't have vision and goal for your business, where are you going? But let me ask you this. In your relationship, do you have a vision for your relationship? Do you have specific goals that you sit down? You know, like I said earlier, most companies don't just walk into their doors every day and go, what's going on? I guess we'll figure out what happens today. No, they have a purpose. They have a reason for being there. They want to get to a specific place. And so they have action plans. They make sure that they know what that goal looks like. And it can change, but they at least have a goal. They want to know where they're going. And they're never going to know if they've gotten there unless they have a plan written down. It's the same thing with marriages. Too many marriages have no idea, have never even thought about sitting down and having goals for our relationship. So, what does this thing look like 10 years from now? What is it going to look like when all of our kids are gone? People don't have those goals set. So what we do with business marriage, we show people the importance of the goal and the vision. And we show people how important it is to have an action plan to get there. It can be a 50-year action plan. That's okay, as long as it's getting them to that goal, as long as it's moving forward. This is what brings them back to their relationship together. So these are the 6 foundations for a strong relationship. If you implement these 6 foundations, these 6 business principles that would go into any strong business, into your marriage, you will have success. The biggest mistake that I see happen over and over again is people saying, oh, we're fine, we have no problems. One day I was riding along my bike. I was probably about 10 years old. And I was riding along and I was getting kind of cocky with my bike. And where I lived up in the high desert of California, we had a lot of potholes. I knew where those potholes were. I made sure I avoided every single one of them. Sometimes, I'd want to get a little kind of close to them, but I pretty much avoided them all. One day I was riding my bike with my friends. I was getting cocky. I was doing the riding thing. And all of a sudden I looked back. Just for a second, I looked back. And what happens in the summer where I grew up, it gets so hot that the asphalt street actually bubbles a little bit, has a little bump in it. Well, I didn't see that bump. I looked back, and the next thing I know, I was flying over my handlebars. It felt like it was slow motion coming at you. Over the handlebars, thinking, why is my bike behind me? Skidded on my face, blacked out, it looked like Phantom of the Opera for the next week. Because it was a little bump that I missed. I avoided those potholes, no problem. I knew exactly where they were. I knew I wasn't going to get close to them in most cases. And even when I did get close, I knew not to get too close. But it's the little bumps that pop up. The little things that pop up in our relationships that will trip us up. That will send us flying over the proverbial handlebars. So what I'd ask you is to not get caught in the trap of, oh, things are fine. I don't know a garden out there that doesn't need weeding from time to time. Every car I know, I don't care if it's the nicest BMW in the world or the junkiest little Saturn. I have a Saturn, so I can say that. That doesn't need a tune-up from time to time. The challenge I see is that so many people are out there who don't go through those tune-ups, who don't go weed that garden. That's why I do what I do. So what do you do next? How do you get more information? Well, first of all, what I like to do is I like to share something with you. I think I have it right here. Yeah, I do, right here. This is my book, Recession Proof Your Marriage. What I'd like you to do is go to my website, thebizofmarriage.com. That's THEBIZOFMARRIAGE, thebizofmarriage.com. And you can sign up for some tips that I'm going to send out to you. But if you do that by May 25th, 2011, I will send you a free PDF copy of this, an ebook copy of this for you. It's a $20 book that I sell at all of my events. Everybody that comes to my events gets one of these. I want to give that to you just for being here, just because you found out what the 6 foundations of your relationship are. And because you did that, I know that we will have a relationship from here on out. And I look forward to it. I look forward to hearing the success stories of you just implementing just the simple systems. In this book, by the way, it's not just a regular book. It's an actual workbook. You have all this information in here, but also after each chapter, it gives you something to do, how you can be productive in your business. I wish you the most success in your relationship. And I'm very excited to hear the stories of what's going on in your own business, the business of marriage.